Welcome back. The story of a steak. It's a story about cattle producers working together to overcome the complex process of producing cattle from the ranch to the consumer. And it's not only a commitment to quality genetics, nutrition, and management, but also a focus on health. In this first of 6 informational segments brought to you by our friends at Merck Animal Health and High Plains Journal, we learn more about how one rancher is improving the quality and performance of his cattle and building partnerships at the same time.
For rancher Jim Wilson, the isolated rangeland near Thermopolis, Wyoming, is where quality beef begins. And today is the most important day of the year. Wilson's crew is saddled up early to gather, wean, and ship nearly 700 calves to a feed yard in Kansas. Jim and his father Willard have not only ranched here for many years, they've also owned and operated a successful order buying business for decades. Buying and selling thousands of head of cattle has provided them with powerful insights into the importance of herd health on the performance of calves during weaning, transport, and feed yard. So they've worked closely with Dan Miller, their veterinarian, for the last 15 years to make sure their calves have every possible advantage. And that commitment to the calf begins with the health of the cow.
Well, I think the bottom line is to get a healthy calf. And I believe that the calf from day one, if you have a sickness in a calf, that they will, if we could follow that through, that they will be a problem with the carcass. So, I think the health program and the nutrition program go hand in hand.
Well, first of all, cow health reflects in the calf, and the calf is what we're selling. So we got to take care of the cow to take care of the calf. We also want, Wilson's happy, but we also want that end buyer or whoever's buying them today to take these cattle on and perform so they come back the next year and the next year and the next year.
The Wilson's Herd Health Program really begins, not ends, at weaning. In fact, as soon as the Wilson's calves are loaded onto trucks, the crew has already begun protecting the health of next year's calf crop. At that time, all cows are dewormed and preg-checked. In addition, all of the Wilson's coming first calf heifers receive a scours vaccine. Then 2 to 3 weeks prior to calving, the same first calf heifers receive a scours booster.
That raises those antibody levels to the scour problems and puts them in the colostrum, and we got to make sure that calf sucks. All the vaccine in the world inside that cow doesn't do any good unless that calf can nurse, get up, and get some colostrum.
A critical period for the Wilsons takes place during that window between calving and turnout. That's when they vaccinate the cows with a modified live vaccine for IBR, PI3, BVD, Vibrio, and Lepto. This not only protects the cow herd against these diseases, but also provides some immune system benefits for the calves, which receive antibodies from their mother's milk. The Wilsons also deworm their cattle in the spring prior to turnout and administer a PregGuard vaccination at this time.
And I think keeping that cow clean of any lice or any bugs is probably the cheapest feed that we have.
Parasite control is very important. And we see a benefit by doing it twice a year versus just once a year on these cows. And we think it boosts our conception rates and our cow performance and the milking ability of that cow as well.
Perhaps the most important aspect to herd health is a commitment to staying the course, avoiding the twists and turns of inconsistency.
I think it's important with your herd health program to stay consistent year after year after year. If you're changing products and brands, and one year you use a Dodge, and next year you use a Chevy, and 1 year the drought changed and the climate changed, how are you going to know what was consistent? Stay with one product for a while, see what's working, because your climate changes so much, your elevation changes so much, your genetics are changing all the time. And then you can find where your weakness is, your deficiency is, and plug in the holes where you need to.
Next week, we'll continue the story of the steak as we look at the Wilson's preconditioning program and why it's helped build the ranch's reputation among feeders for quality, healthy calves. For the Angus Report, I'm Doug Medlock.
This segment of the Angus Report is brought to you by Merck Animal Health and High Plains Journal. To watch this segment again or to read more about the V Ranch and its herd health practices, visit storyofasteak.com. Thanks for watching.
At Merck Animal Health, we are dedicated to improving the health and well-being of animals through innovative science-based solutions, products, treatments, and services to ensure a dependable, affordable food supply. From cattleman to consumer, from farm to family, we're with you every step of the way. We work where you work. What drives you drives us. It's your livelihood and our responsibility.